My name's Kay, Peter Schrager, Kyle Brent, Michael Robinson joining us in New York and excited to leave.
Of course. Of course I am. I've been in a hotel room for the last few days. Let's go.
It's not the greatest city in the world. You don't think that, Mike?
Not when everything's closed and nobody's walking the streets.
No. It's okay.
At GMFB with your thoughts, guys. Lots to get to.
Lots to get to.
We got our shoe cam here. What do we got?
Yeah, I'm wearing my Sean Payton 11s. Somebody slimed me and ruined the Rembrandt of the sneaker. Sorry, Sean Payton. I wouldn't have done it like
Triggs,
that.
I like yours.
Mine are old school. These are for your skateboarding friends. Nike, we don't give away.
Skate or die, Peter?
Yeah, skate or die.
Nice.
We don't give away anything for free. It's time for the lead block. Take a look at this. There's free football this week. It's pretty good, too. Divisional round matchups are set. Of course, Rams up against the Packers. Ravens take on the Bills in a snowy Buffalo on Saturday. Those are the top two offenses over the past 5 weeks. The Bucs take on the Saints on Sunday night. Before that, though, we get the #1 seeded Chiefs, the sleeping nightmares, hosting the Cleveland Browns. So we saw the Browns go up 28-0 in the first quarter against the Steelers on Sunday night. Cleveland pulling out the win, of course, earning them a trip to Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs. No stranger to rough starts in playoff games. They are. So remember last year's divisional round against the Texans? Let's just revisit that for a moment.
Here's the snap from Martin. Wants it to throw. Airs it out left side, downfield. Stills across the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Rock and roll. And the Texans block it. It's loose at the 10-yard line. Lonnie to the right side, the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Good punt.
It's high, it's deep, and Hill drops it. And the Texans have it. The shot to throw over the middle. Got a man. Fells. Touchdown, Houston. My goodness, what a start for the Texans.
That was exactly 1 year ago today. Can you imagine that, guys? It was 24-0. Then the Chiefs came back battling to win 51-31, and then, of course, went on to win a Super Bowl. Yesterday, Andy Reid was asked about that Browns hot start against the Steelers in the wild card round. Take a listen to this.
I know the feeling. Don't want that feeling, but I'm afraid I could say, yeah, we know that feeling. Proud of what our guys did last year and coming back. Don't want to have that feeling again, though. So, we want to make sure that we take care of business and we keep it closer than that right there.
Obviously, Andy Reid trying to avoid a first quarter like the Steelers had, but the way they are built and from what we've seen from them this season, last season, all the time, can the Chiefs afford a slow start against the Browns, Kyle?
Yeah, it's much like Patrick Mahomes. He can afford anything. They can afford it. All right, so how many points would the Browns have to be up at halftime for you to be like, that's a wrap? There's no way they should come back. I think it's 40.
Yeah.
I think if the Browns are up 35-0 at halftime, I would still give Kansas City a shot.
35?
35-0. I still think Kansas City can go back. If it's 42-0, it's a wrap.
There's grown men on the Cleveland Browns side. You do know that, right? They're grown men with kids. They get paid to play this game.
Did you see Deshaun Watson last year? That's the point. And here's I'll even bring it to this. More recently, did you see the Browns versus the Steelers last week? I'm not making this up. The Steelers were this close to coming back. Let me tell you why. The Browns are up 35-7 in the second quarter. They get it to 35-23, and then they punt from midfield, and the game is never the same. If they don't punt there, I think they're within one score. God knows what can happen.
The Browns are exhausted, and they punt.
Well, you know who's not punting that situation? Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy. They ain't punting. Yeah. I have it right now, and Cleveland, I love you. If you were up 35-0, I still think that Kansas City can come back.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm dead ass serious.
No way.
I'd even go
35 points.
35
touchdowns.
Browns fans are with you, Kyle. Browns fans are with you.
You think the Browns fans are?
100%. They're like,
what do you think?
40?
No, they might.
All right, Kyle, so it's 35-0 at halftime.
Yes.
If you had to say, okay, Kyle, it's 35-0. Pick the winner of this game at halftime. The Browns are up 35-0. You would say I'm taking the Chiefs?
Peter, no. Now we get out of control. That's not what I'm saying. Don't big font that. Social media gurus do not get it. Peter, get it. You know what you're doing. No, I wouldn't predict it, but I wouldn't be shocked by it. Tell me this. If 35-0, the Chiefs come out and they receive the kick, and in 4 plays, they score a touchdown, 35-7 like that. You telling me you're not freaking out? I know Browns fans. Mike,
I'm not. Look, I will turn the TV up a little bit. Get more
You won't turn it off? It's
I
over?
wouldn't turn it off.
Yeah.
But look. The Cleveland Browns do have an awesome run game.
Yes.
Okay, and I have to believe that Kevin Stefanski, who will be on the sideline hopefully this week, has enough intelligence about him that if they're up like that they will run the football with enough authority that they'll hold on to the football and keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. Now, look, I'm not taking anything away from what Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City and Andy Reid after a bye week, all of those things, they're phenomenal. But look at this run game, man. This just isn't a running back making somebody miss like Derrick Henry and just outrunning everybody and no blocking.
And there's two of them.
Yeah, this is a system. You have 2 number 1 running backs back there, right? That's unusual in the National Football League. So, look, I'm not sitting here and saying that the Cleveland Browns are better than the Kansas City Chiefs. That's not what I'm saying. Don't at me, please. But what I am saying is this. If the Cleveland Browns are up by 3 touchdowns in this game, after halftime, they win the ball game. They run the ball with enough authority to win the ball game.
I think that's what was crazy about last year's Houston game that Kay showed the highlights from. It was 24-0, but by the time we got to halftime, the Chiefs were already winning. That's how quick they struck. It was 24-0 in the first quarter, and then second quarter it was Kelsey, and it was all of a sudden, wait a second, they won by 20 in that game.
I know.
They were down 24-0, and they won by 20. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? Now I look at this season.
That's funny, ain't it? That's like a
It's
technical.
crazy. It is. The Chiefs this season have not been blowing teams out, but they have come back from victories. Look at some of the deficits they've been behind this year. They trailed the Chargers in week 2 by 11. They trailed the Panthers with McCaffrey in one of his only healthy games in Arrowhead by 11. The Dolphins were up 10 late, 33-27.
Which one of those teams have a real running game that can hold on to the
They
football?
come back every time. Look, I'll give you a team. How about a team that was up 10 points with 7 minutes left to go, and everyone said, okay, let's get the ticker tape parade.
The 49ers.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just, why not? We haven't done it in a while. Do you want to run Wasp? Let's check it out.
Do we have time to run Wasp?
Wasp is a double move route for Tyreek Hill, attacking deep down the field.
If it's 1st and 10, Wasp, or any down and distance, I don't care.
3rd and 15. Shotgun snap, drops back 5, got the block. He winds up, he throws a long pass, wide open Hill. Catches the ball at the 22 of San Francisco. Damn! What a play by Mahomes!
The first giant chunk of the game on 3rd down and 15. And Mahomes guns it for 44 yards.
They're never dead. There's always a Wasp.
I just stop running the football.
They're never dead. That's
I just don't want you to be on that reel. That don't you think at some point you have no worry I'll catch up with them? At some point, letting these teams hang around like they've done every game this regular season. You don't think there's going to be one bad luck, one bad call, one pick that doesn't get dropped from Patrick Mahomes? They're this close all the time. You're not worried at all?
There's been no instance where it's caught them, and I guess I could sound like I've got hubris or arrogance when talking about the Chiefs, but
no, you're right.
In 2 years of empirical data, there's never been a team that can put them away.
So is this the best offense than ever?
Maybe.
Man, no.
Maybe they don't have
get
an
up
off button.
out of here.
They don't have an off button. Who stopped them?
You don't think it's eventually?
Get up out of here, man. No, I don't think this is the best.
Eventually going to catch up with them. Do you have that feeling at all?
Not yet, and I should, because if we want to go historical, best. All right, so greatest show on turf. No one stops him. No one stops him. The Pats stopped them. Like they had a game plan and it worked. We've just never seen that.
The Titans stopped them in the Super Bowl. The greatest show on turf too. Like you know.
2013 Broncos, statistically the greatest offense ever.
You guys did what to them?
Yeah.
Just saying it can happen, guys.
I'm just saying when they need the play. In his entire course of his career, he's always had it. Like he's always found it. That Chargers game early in season week 2, Herbert's playing amazing. They had to convert so many plays, and it was always a 3rd and 6, like scamper for 7 yards.
You got a point about it.
It's hard. I haven't seen that fire be extinguished yet.
The Chiefs can come back against anyone. I will give you that. Tom Pelissero joining us right now. Tom, a couple of big coaching moves over in the NFC East yesterday.